I watched a movie last night. I watched a movie last night. Their daughters were musicians. Their daughters were musicians. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. May come from time to time. May come from time to time. At least. At least. We are having lunch at noon. We are having lunch at noon. Does he watch TV every day? Does he watch TV every day? They rarely think. They rarely think. Don't we hate every year? Don't we hate every year? They will be rehearsing their music for a concert next month. They will be rehearsing their music for a concert next month. Normally age. Normally age. I don't want to lose my low prices for losses. I don't want to lose my low prices for losses. It shouldn't get cold after 3 years. It shouldn't get cold after 3 years. He took a cooking class to improve his skills. He took a cooking class to improve his skills. He often visits his grandparents. He often visits his grandparents. His sister was a window cleaner. His sister was a window cleaner. They can be aviators at dusk. They can be aviators at dusk. My brother was an architect. My brother was an architect. Should it be checked at night? Should it be checked at night? Grilled squid. Grilled squid. I'm learning to play the guitar, he said. I'm learning to play the guitar, he said. I want to learn to play the piano. I want to learn to play the piano. In order for the teacher to calculate your final grade, they must be successful in your exams. In order for the teacher to calculate your final grade, they must be successful in your exams. The weather is expected to be sunny throughout the week. The weather is expected to be sunny throughout the week. His stepmother is an air traffic controller. His stepmother is an air traffic controller. The manager took the employees to a seminar. The manager took the employees to a seminar. He wears a suit to work. He wears a suit to work. I believe honesty is more important than success. I believe honesty is more important than success. They can try. They can try. They trained their dogs by a professional dog trainer. They trained their dogs by a professional dog trainer. She had her hair done by a professional hairdresser. She had her hair done by a professional hairdresser. I have to fast for medical tests. I have to fast for medical tests. Is your grandfather a fashion designer? Is your grandfather a fashion designer? You have to be careful while driving. You have to be careful while driving. If yes, have you had any problems with it? If yes, have you had any problems with it? Look at this. Look at this. He was saving money for the holidays. But then his car broke down and he had to use the money for repairs. He was saving money for the holidays. But then his car broke down and he had to use the money for repairs. They came to class. They came to class. They played video games all night. They played video games all night. Our sister is the guide. Our sister is the guide. He has to study for his exams. He has to study for his exams. The package was delivered to the wrong address. The package was delivered to the wrong address. They travel to different countries every year. They travel to different countries every year. The sun is shining brightly. The sun is shining brightly. Would you like some sugar in your tea? Would you like some sugar in your tea? His brother-in-law is a factory worker. His brother-in-law is a factory worker. I'm tired, he said. I'm tired, he said. Aren't they a weekly barber? Aren't they a weekly barber? Can you tell me when the next bus will arrive? Can you tell me when the next bus will arrive? Usually not clear? Usually not clear? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? I want to close my account. I want to close my account. Walking around. Walking around. But please tell me before you go. But please tell me before you go. Noon is not a tradesman. Noon is not a tradesman. Can he handle the afternoon? Can he handle the afternoon? Without. Without. If you drop the glass, it will break. If you drop the glass, it will break. Did you have a good day? Did you have a good day? Were there grandchildren interns? Were there grandchildren interns? My brother-in-law is assistant cook. My brother-in-law is assistant cook. The situation exceeds the limits of human imagination. The situation exceeds the limits of human imagination. Some of my favorite hobbies are reading and painting. Some of my favorite hobbies are reading and painting. I do not know how to tell. I do not know how to tell. I joined. I joined. Didn't he normally agree? Didn't he normally agree? How long do you think this will take? How long do you think this will take? I've been working on this project for weeks, he said. I've been working on this project for weeks, he said. Can I have a visitor? Can I have a visitor? You are adapting. You are adapting. Should they be admins soon? Should they be admins soon? Is her colleague an illustrator? Is her colleague an illustrator? Hasn't he finished his homework yet? Hasn't he finished his homework yet? There is still no information on when the project was completed. There is still no information on when the project was completed. They are locked. They are locked. Your stepfather was an actor. Your stepfather was an actor. Is her brother-in-law the owner? Is her brother-in-law the owner? This is a great design. This is a great design. I'll just take some time and take it back. I'll just take some time and take it back. I come home around 7. I come home around 7. I was born under the stars. I was born under the stars. I will be moving to a new city in a month. I will be moving to a new city in a month. Should I mention it soon? Should I mention it soon? Do you have any suggestions? Do you have any suggestions? You can usually recognize. You can usually recognize. Next year you shouldn't notice. Next year you shouldn't notice. Should always be examined. Should always be examined. He doesn't want to go shopping, and neither do I. He doesn't want to go shopping, and neither do I. Weren't they often surgeons? Weren't they often surgeons? We won't be engineering soon. We won't be engineering soon. We volunteered at a shelter to help homeless people. We volunteered at a shelter to help homeless people. Despite the noise, he managed to concentrate on his work. Despite the noise, he managed to concentrate on his work. Should you surround? Should you surround? This movie is better than the previous one. This movie is better than the previous one. Pessimistic in my life. Pessimistic in my life. I'm going to the amusement park by bus. I'm going to the amusement park by bus. You rejected the collector. You rejected the collector. I'm going out for lunch tomorrow. I'm going out for lunch tomorrow. Will I weld occasionally? Will I weld occasionally? What is the main dish? What is the main dish? They will have finished the race by tomorrow evening. They will have finished the race by tomorrow evening. What do we get? What do we get? Received a new phone and it has a lot of features. Received a new phone and it has a lot of features. May not be shared every month. May not be shared every month. Doesn't it advertise at noon? Doesn't it advertise at noon? May I help you? May I help you? One, I will have sex. One, I will have sex. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. Must be completed only if an individual is nominated for the promotion. Must be completed only if an individual is nominated for the promotion. There was a park on the left. There was a park on the left. They were watching movies in the cinema. They were watching movies in the cinema. He is an adventurous traveler. He is an adventurous traveler. He takes time off from work. He takes time off from work. Were their cousins inspectors? Were their cousins inspectors? The movie tells a true story. The movie tells a true story. The museum is closed on Sunday and Monday. The museum is closed on Sunday and Monday. It never connects. It never connects. I want to travel somewhere. I want to travel somewhere. Do you sell fresh yogurt? Do you sell fresh yogurt? 4 p.m. Not actuary. 4 p.m. Not actuary. We visit our grandparents every Sunday. We visit our grandparents every Sunday. The guitar was played by the musician. The guitar was played by the musician. Please follow the diet plan given to you. Please follow the diet plan given to you. I've never skied before. I've never skied before. Let's move on to the next topic. Let's move on to the next topic. I want to ask a lot of questions. I want to ask a lot of questions. How often do they meet with friends? How often do they meet with friends? Note. Note. Was his wife an innkeeper? Was his wife an innkeeper? I don't want to lose my love. I don't want to lose my love. Let me know if you want to reschedule. Let me know if you want to reschedule. Couldn't you have been a consultant 3 centuries ago? Couldn't you have been a consultant 3 centuries ago? Can't get dressed later? Can't get dressed later? I'm in the room next to you. I'm in the room next to you. Stabbed. Stabbed. I was too late to catch the train. I was too late to catch the train. Don't you have a pension? Don't you have a pension? Is your stepdaughter a bailiff? Is your stepdaughter a bailiff? They are having a picnic in the park. They are having a picnic in the park. Is your brother a lumberjack? Is your brother a lumberjack? Was our sister an interviewer? Was our sister an interviewer? They visited Australia twice. They visited Australia twice. On vacation in the Netherlands. On vacation in the Netherlands. I'm asking the prettiest girl in my class out. I'm asking the prettiest girl in my class out. They should have fixed the car before the trip. They should have fixed the car before the trip. I was late for my meeting due to traffic jam. I was late for my meeting due to traffic jam. If you experience any unusual symptom, would you please inform the nurse? If you experience any unusual symptom, would you please inform the nurse? I'll be retired when I'm 60. I'll be retired when I'm 60. Can I use a gift certificate for this purchase? Can I use a gift certificate for this purchase? Whose wallet did you find? Whose wallet did you find? He apologized for being late to the meeting. He apologized for being late to the meeting. Were their parents cops? Were their parents cops? Can I leave the lesson? Can I leave the lesson? I found a reason for me. I found a reason for me. They have finished their project. They have finished their project. Definitely. Definitely. He didn't work on his presentation, so he wasn't prepared. He didn't work on his presentation, so he wasn't prepared. He had finished his homework before the deadline. He had finished his homework before the deadline. You were a good person. You were a good person. She danced in ballet. She danced in ballet. We should kiss from time to time. We should kiss from time to time. We all. Buyer. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. Does it every year? Does it every year? Before you go, please turn off the lights. Before you go, please turn off the lights. I started a new book. I started a new book. How many siblings do you have? How many siblings do you have? I have 2 pens, but I can lend you the blue one. I have 2 pens, but I can lend you the blue one. Can't I usually not matter? Can't I usually not matter? Can I make an appointment to talk to the manager? Can I make an appointment to talk to the manager? I will be busy in the morning. I will be busy in the morning. What day was yesterday? What day was yesterday? The current state of the economy is uncertain. The current state of the economy is uncertain. Didn't he run often? Didn't he run often? Don't they like it right away? Don't they like it right away? I am currently reading a book. I am currently reading a book. I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to be fair. If I had known, I would have brought an umbrella. If I had known, I would have brought an umbrella. I could run. I could run. It may rain. It may rain. Brushing your teeth is important. Brushing your teeth is important. John always picks up and completes the hardest and most complex jobs. John always picks up and completes the hardest and most complex jobs. We went to the park to enjoy the sun. We went to the park to enjoy the sun. You were borrowing daily. You were borrowing daily. Recommend. Recommend. You have to give an account of what happened. You have to give an account of what happened. She has to do laundry on Saturdays. She has to do laundry on Saturdays. Were their parents cops? Were their parents cops? What else have you done? What else have you done? To faint. To faint. My new job is better than the old one. My new job is better than the old one. He found his wallet. He found his wallet. The mistake was admitted by himself. The mistake was admitted by himself. She wishes to have more artistic talent. She wishes to have more artistic talent. You are actually the same person as where you requested the meeting. You are actually the same person as where you requested the meeting. She is shopping for new clothes. She is shopping for new clothes. Can it support normally? Can it support normally? You don't need to buy a new dress for the party. Wear something you already have. You don't need to buy a new dress for the party. Wear something you already have. Will he not create? Will he not create? If it snows tomorrow, we can go skiing. If it snows tomorrow, we can go skiing. They had been working for weeks before the big game and it paid off. They had been working for weeks before the big game and it paid off. Both of us. Both of us. He does not teach. He does not teach. This is cheap for New York. This is cheap for New York. It's his job to fix the computer. It's his job to fix the computer. Is your half-sister the conductor? Is your half-sister the conductor? The decision has been much debated. The decision has been much debated. They want to buy a house in the suburbs. They want to buy a house in the suburbs. We take a vacation once a year. We take a vacation once a year. Then, he took a picture of the sunset. He took a picture of the sunset. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. The car my brother drives is a sports car. The car my brother drives is a sports car. Have you destroyed it at 3 midnight before? Have you destroyed it at 3 midnight before? Stairs. Stairs. Your daughter was an anthropologist. Your daughter was an anthropologist. He's going to cook for us tonight. He's going to cook for us tonight. Both teams played well, but one of them had to win. Both teams played well, but one of them had to win. We will try to do our best. We will try to do our best. The actor will shoot a new movie next week. The actor will shoot a new movie next week. Should I teach at night? Should I teach at night? Are you traveling for business or pleasure? Are you traveling for business or pleasure? They were practicing their dance routine for a competition. They were practicing their dance routine for a competition. This typhoon is worse than last year's typhoon. This typhoon is worse than last year's typhoon. I would follow. I would follow. We need to save money for our vacation. We need to save money for our vacation. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. Conserve. Conserve. His colleague was a businessman. His colleague was a businessman. John needs paid leave. John needs paid leave. I got a letter from my pen pal. I got a letter from my pen pal. You're going to be a weekly athlete. You're going to be a weekly athlete. Quickly. Quickly. He could have won the lottery. He could have won the lottery. Could not attend. Could not attend. She was doing yoga in the living room. She was doing yoga in the living room. They are swimming in the pool. They are swimming in the pool. Can I bring you something else? Can I bring you something else? I'll be ready until you come to pick me up. I'll be ready until you come to pick me up. We were able to set it. We were able to set it. He is watching a movie in the cinema. He is watching a movie in the cinema. I am a locksmith every year. I am a locksmith every year. We are slowly walking together. We are slowly walking together. Doesn't it pass? Doesn't it pass? Addiction policy. Addiction policy. The store had sold the product before I could buy it. The store had sold the product before I could buy it. We play tennis every Sunday. We play tennis every Sunday. Was not home at dusk. Was not home at dusk. I feel happy today. I feel happy today.